recording is on. So we are previously in the GodBreaking. You guys are in the plane of Arcadia. You had just defeated the final boss of Arcadia, the Corpse Forge, and you had had kind of just doing some cleanup work. You had an interaction with Elistray.
Yeah, Deimos was doing some cleanup work.
Elistray, the dark, the drow goddess of the moon. She is not too happy about how Euphemia has been conducting herself, taking over her domain and whatnot. So Elistray concocted a plan to get back at Euphemia. The first thing was to give her control of this realm's vigil, which you guys did. The second thing was for her to go start waging a war against Euphemia to try to take back her domain. And just as like a final kind of shot, she wanted to do something that that Euphemia would find extremely insulting. And she had the idea of getting pregnant with Deimos' child. I don't remember. I must have had a lot to drink last week. And so you guys did. You guys spent the rest of the session figuring out exactly how it would work and role-playing it and all that stuff. So we left off. She is gathering her power together, and she's starting to take control of this domain. She tells you that the portal to the next world is not complete yet. It's visible. You can see it in the sky, but she's looking up at it and having been greatly injured recently and not having full control of her domain yet. She tells you, I'll just say it. She says, "Just so you know, I'm going to be devoting most of my energy to reclaiming my domain from Euphemia, so it might take a bit for me to gather enough power to stabilize that portal. I cannot promise that if you cross through that portal, that you will arrive on the other side safely yet."
It makes perfect sense, because I don't know how it works.
Yes, you do. That would be novelty. I'm just from personal experience. There's very few things that I would say you know how they work. Yeah.
It's not what you said last night.
No, to be fair, I had to do quite a bit of instructing, and never mind.
Hey, Erwin, stick your wiener in there, and I pointed your vagina.
Oh, very good, very good.
I'm fucking killing it, guys.
Yes, damn, it's very good.
I was kind of worried she made you put it somewhere else.
Well, she did.
Okay. Ooh, I found another gun.
No, Deimos, this was, remember, strictly a business transaction. Now, I'm going to go about plotting my revenge. I'd say give me a bit of time. When you look at the moon and you see, she says, a shift in color, you'll know that will be my message to you, my signal to you, that I have been successful and that I have come back into my power.
What color?
She says, I'm not quite sure yet. It depends on what the mood strikes me after I'm done expunging that little cunt from my domain.
Sounds good. Also, did you have anything you needed us to take care of on this plane?
You look around, and there's still you can tell that the temperature and the climate has started to regulate. And she says, "I'm coming into my own here. I think I'll be okay. Just give me some time." And she looks at Deimos and she pats her stomach and she says, "Also, this little one needs a bit of time to grow."
Where you growing it later? It can be real big, like real big. Like talking inches, not centimeters like weird places that use centimeters.
I mean, the rest of the world.
Yeah.
She says, yes, well, okay, yeah, good point. Anyway, I have a lot of work to do. Look to the moon. And with that, she vanishes.
Guys, can we actually go back down, or are we stuck on this plane now?
The portal back down is open. That's maintained by Mistra, actually.
Oh.
Okay.
I think we need to go see Fertilizer. I pull out my little boat, which is falling apart.
Okay. So you guys,
So mad she broke that.
you had put together some kind of ship, right, Renly, or some temporary kind of ship?
Yeah, I did the little airboat, yeah.
The airboat, yeah. Okay. So you guys hop on that, and with nothing else to do, you just kind of head back down. As you drift downward through Arcadia, and again, it's a pretty long, expansive plain, and the airboat is much slower than the high wind was. So it's taking you some time, but you notice that the temperatures have begun to regulate. It's no longer this huge shift in heat and coloration. It's more of a gradual, more of a pleasant kind of gradation towards warmer as you go south. It's not, not these jarring changes like it used to be. It takes you guys a fair amount of time in this, in this place, in the mortal world. It'd be several days, probably 4 or 5 days, to get south. But as you travel onward, so you guys get long rest. You just kind of all reflect on what had happened, and there's, some conversations going along. Deimos, you still have Chad Skeeto with you. He's the only remaining mosquito left with you guys. And occasionally
I thought he was staying to be to work for her.
For Kelia? For
No.
Elishay?
Yeah, I thought he was going to be her minion. Is what Deimos asked last time.
Is that what you asked last time, Deimos? I forgot.
I think he's gonna be like some sort of angel or something.
Oh, okay. So Chad Skeeto's gonna chill here with Elishay.
Yeah, she was real excited.
Just a little memory of Deimos. So you guys continue on, and you pass through the portal, going towards Sheh Hakim. All right. At this point, we're gonna shift. I need you all to drop your characters, and pick up, Brawl.
Oh my god! Okay.
Zelona and Gwaine. Yeah, pick up those guys.
Oh man, guys, I feel like I'm like really cool. It's like the max. Oh wait,
No, you're not.
Tuesday, guys.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're not Max anymore.
How you doing, Mr. Doucheface?
He's doing
Yeah,
dastardly. I don't know why that word came to my mind.
I know, right? It's very
douching
douchey.
it up, but Max is still in my name. But I'm dastardly douching it.
Max
Okay.
is not
I'll
your
leave it.
name.
No, it's in there. Mr. Doucheface Max Dastardly.
Mm-hmm.
You've always been Mr. Doucheface.
Yes, Max Dastardly is my father's name. My mother's gave me the first name of Doucheface. I don't know why. It seems wrong, but it seems so right.
Okay. We are now currently...
Zombie yet?
What?
Oh, nothing. I'm talking to myself.
Okay. You guys are currently in Elysium. All right. After the goings on of last time, when you you brought up this whole horde of naked Amazonians here, and You kind of incurred the wrath or like the disfavor of Akelia as she saw what was going on, and oh, what's his face? Shit. What was the little kid's name?
Pie plucker.
Pie.
Yeah.
Arab
Shit.
kid.
Yeah. The pie kid.
Pie plucker, right?
I gotta go load up the module to find
I
what
don't
it
remember.
was. There it is. Okay. There it is. Wilton was his name. Okay.
Wilton.
All right. So you guys have Wilton with you. You guys have been entrusted with his care. And Akelia has made sure that you guys know that she expects, especially when you're responsible for minors, for the well-being of minors, she expects you all to be on your best behavior and just decent people. Well, you guys find yourself still on Elysium, but in this section up here, I believe is where it is. Yeah. Okay, you're on the coasts, on the beach by the shores of tranquility, and you find yourself there in conversation with this person. This is Queen Delvinia, one of the 5 shard bearers of title shard bearers from back on Lunaria. She's her people are refugees here in this land, and she's still a de facto leader of her people, of the Mer people, but being the entitled, rich, snobby girl that she is, she doesn't really do much in the way of actually governing. She lets all her attendants and all her advisors and stuff take care of the actual work. She recreates, she does brunch, she does decorations, she does new wardrobe, and that's about it. So she's looking at you all, and she says, "Good. I'm so glad that you've come here. I've been waiting for you because I need some mortals. And you are mortals, aren't you? Yes, I can tell by the smell, I think."
We
That
shipped
one-
away from Brawl.
Could be
That-
your dirty pants.
That one over there is definitely a mortal. And Wilton pops up next to you. Max, or Doucheface, he says, "Hey, Doucheface, does she have a pie? I don't know if I've seen a pie like that."
I'm still trying to figure out what your state of pie is, but I'm pretty sure she does have one. And you should douche it up.
Wow. Can I be a doucheface like you when I'm big someday?
When you're big, you have to work from your douche toes up to your douche calves to your douche legs. But one day, when you reach the top, you can be a true maximum douche face.
He laughs a little bit, then he slaps you on the shoulder. He says, "I'm just playing. We all know I've plucked more pies than you, so I should be giving you advice."
Hey, bro. I pull him to the side real quick, and I'm like, quiet. I'm like, okay, let's we gotta keep that on the down low. I'm trying to save face here. 'Cause, you know,
In
I'm a douche
fact,
face.
I heard from a little he says, from a little animal guy here that there was this one chick, and she was hitting on you, and she wanted to give you her pie, and you said no, none of that. So are you like sugar free? You live that sugar free life?
Hey, I was nervous.
No, he's vegan.
Things.
Gluten free, sugar free?
My my sugar low was low. It was really cold outside, and respect.
Now, just so you know, I'd have plucked that pie in a heartbeat. The queen goes, while you two are conversing over there, I have very important royal business at hand, and it is a dire emergency. And I have brought you here, I've summoned you here, because I need you to do work for me. Are you the right mortals to do this job?
How much does it
hard pass.
pay?
I mean, probably not, but I don't think we have a choice.
She says,
We
I
have
will
a
pay
choice if
you
there's money involved.
the wealth and opportunity of my kingdom will be at your disposal. I just really need this thing done.
Insight check.
All right,
The wealth? Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Mr. Pipe.
I want
Look,
to.
she said
I
she
want to
needs
know
it
if
done.
she's being honest about the
Okay,
money
roll it.
thing.
She definitely has a number in mind. She's not actually going to give you everything, but she's honest in that she's going to reward you. She intends to reward you.
Let me check my store.
With her pie? Money? What's money? I don't think
I
our
don't know.
these characters know what money
No.
is.
I have
No. I
185
very
gold
much
pieces.
care. Every time we've been employed by people, they then start talking about collateral damage and we get squat. So, how much are we talking about here?
I have
Guys.
1,500 platinum, so I really give a flying fuku about money.
She says,
I got
she says,
185 gold pieces. I'm rich as shit.
do you guys have money?
Yeah, they forgot to charge us
I
for
have-
breaking that realm.
Remember, we found all that money. We got all that money from, where the fuck was it? I think it was when we, with the dragon dude.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I have 175 gold.
Yeah, I'm
That's
pretty sure
money.
Brawl just
That's
decided to stick
money.
it in his pocket.
Yeah. Pretty
He's
much.
like,
'cause
so
you guys
he
did
weighs
one
about 4,000 pounds of money, but I still can't see where he's at, but I can smell this shit out of him. I hear like a random clinking in the distance with all that money in his pocket.
The queen says to you, yes, good, all right. Thank you for agreeing. Now this is what I have in mind.
No one agreed to anything yet. You can tell us what you want, and then we'll
She
decide.
gives a she looks at you and she gives a great big pouty face.
Yeah, that doesn't work on me. So just tell us what the fuck you want.
Deimos or douche face. Wilton pokes you and says, "See that? That look means if you do what she wants, you have a good chance of getting some pie."
Wilton, I don't want pie from that thing. The thing's gross and ugly looking. There's only one pie that I want. And last time I almost got it, I had the shits.
Right.
I feel
I
like
think
her older sister, whoever this lady is always watching me. Almost like she's a god or something. And then,
So,
like, I could get in trouble. It's weird.
in Gondolandia, where I come from, there's a few people. Some little gnomes, they look like me, but they're not like me. Some little gnomes who don't like pie.
What?
He leans in, he looks around left and right, like looking around. He leans in, he says, they like sausage instead. Are you a sausage eater?
I don't think I am. Because
I think he likes pudding.
I don't know. I'm lost a little bit on your words, little man. But in the most, douche-facey way, I'm gonna pretend I know what you're talking about and squint my eyes and then look at the sunset. And I'm trying to find a sunset somewhere to look cool.
Right. Okay, got it. And he winks at you. All right.
I'm nodding behind douche face.
The queen says, "Please, come on, guys. Won't at least." She looks at you, Zelona. She says, "You know what I'm talking about.
Tell us the
Will you at
job.
least help me?" She says, "Okay. So, like I said, down here on this plane, things are a little bit different. So I've needed company. Well, I have a friend. Okay, she's my girlfriend, and she's really close to me. In royal terms, maybe some people have called her my consort. Whatever, okay? Well, we've been having lots of fun doing all kinds of, brunches here and there, shopping trips, hanging out with the angels, all that stuff. It's not too bad here. The life here the scene is kind of lame, but, we spice it up a bit. Well, her name's Ari, and well, she and I kind of got in a fight, and she yelled a lot, and I might have said some things that I shouldn't have said, and she said something to the effect of, "Fuck you, I didn't like this place anyway, I'm gonna go down to the mortal world, and I'm gonna go fuck everybody, and do all kinds of crazy things because I hate you." Well, I know she doesn't really think that, but she did leave, and I really need her to come back. So can you go downstairs, go down to the mortal world, and get her back for me, please?
Before we agree to anything, you do really need to tell us what you said to her that was so offensive, and what she said back.
I said...
I pull off
I
my
said she was
ink pen and book, and I'm making notes of this.
I said she was getting a little round around the gills, and she should probably eat a little bit less.
How dare
That's
you!
smart. You're a good friend. Friends don't let friends get fat.
I was mad, okay? I was mad. I was having a bad hair day.
Yeah, that's not ended since. Oh, but I'm just saying, okay. Yeah. Did you have any thoughts as to how we might be able to help squash some of that rage and vulnerability in her?
Yeah, tell her that I like her rounder, and that I really miss her and I need her back.
Check.
You did say there was money involved, and we get to keep
Lots
the money.
and lots of money. Lots of all the money, and mermaids. You like mermaids? You can have as many
No.
mermaids as you want.
But like, do we get to
Wait,
keep the
you're
money?
trying to whore out your own people for us to go find your girlfriend for you? Wow, that's just low.
But like, for real though, like, we get to keep the money.
Yes, you get to keep the money.
Luna, in the most maximum way. This douche face over here, I don't know. Have you ever worked for anybody who said you get to keep the money after doing a job?
I think that is actually technically how it's supposed to work, but it's never worked for us. So
Oh, okay.
I'm still a bit cynical about it.
Okay.
Alright, so you like her rounder, and you miss her, and you need her back, and, Lady Whistlerbling.
She takes a couple of pieces of jewelry off of her arm, and she hands it to you. She says, "Give her this. She's always really liked it, and I know that it would mean a lot to her. Tell her she can have it."
Is this like an heirloom or something?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of golden seashells, kind of like on a strand together.
Awesome. What's the story behind
Like
this, by the way?
It's just really shiny.
Okay, do you have an heirloom? Something that'll kind of tell her that, oh my god, you love her, and you want her forever, and you will beg on knees to have her back.
We also need one of her possessions.
She thinks for a little bit. She says, "I can really
A
only
lock
think
of-
of one thing."
A lock of hair, a bit of nail, a body part.
The girl?
Yeah.
Oh, she has some scales, like from some fish scales, some old fish scales that she hands you.
Tell Salona,
And a possession.
you're going about it all wrong. She doesn't have knees.
And you gotta tell us, produce a picture
It
of
was
it.
metaphorical.
That's
We need
insulting.
we need
Someone
a
I
picture,
expected better from you.
a
Just- that's-
possession or garment, and a
This is
piece of it.
sorry. This is all I've got. I've got these. The only reason I have these fish scales is because, she kind of left really quickly, and they got scraped away. That's all I have of her. She's fine. She takes the necklace off of her neck, and you can see. You guys know what it is. It's a title shard. It's a thing that gives her her authority and her power underneath the sea. She says, "You have to promise you'll bring this back to me, okay? But if you show her this and let her hold it and have it, she'll know I'm serious. Because I don't love. That's the thing I love most in the whole world."
How
So
much
you
do you
care more.
trust this lady?
So you care more about this necklace than your girlfriend?
I'm giving it to you so you can help get her back, okay? I don't know how much more
So
serious I can be.
So which one would you prefer to have back? The necklace? If some situation were to arise where we had to choose between bringing her back or your necklace back, which one would you
That's
want us
why
to
I'm
bring back?
hiring you, so that you bring them both back. And
You didn't
if it
answer my
means
question.
between the two of them, no, I need them both back. Even if it means
No.
a few of you have to die to make it happen, that's what I'm hiring for you for. You're the kind of people who can handle this.
Done.
But I want an
We'll take
answer
a
to my
deal.
question.
No negotiations. In the most dastardly maximum way.
I toss the necklace. No, you know what? I take the necklace and I dump it on Gwen's
So
neck. I'm
what
like,
if
hold on to this.
what if she were to say the only way she would come back is if we took that necklace and threw it in the deepest, darkest hole we could find? You wouldn't want her to come back?
She's having a hard time trying to explain it.
It is his mother.
I mean,
She
I don't
says-
think our characters know what this necklace is, so
No, we know what the
She
tide
says-
chart is.
why would we know what it is?
Because I think it's common knowledge at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, it would be. It would be in this culture and stuff. Like you guys would know what it is. She says,
Yeah.
"I don't
then
think
no, I'm
I
giving
can."
it back here. I don't want this shit.
Yeah, I was kind of on a different wavelength where I
I'll
was
go.
like, do you really trust Ari that much? Oh my god.
No, we'll go do what you want us to do, but yeah, take this back.
I just really want her back. If you think having this will help, then
No,
take it
we
with
don't.
you. But
No.
okay,
Considering how things have gone before, yeah, let's just keep that safe, okay?
Yeah.
tell her I don't care how she looks. I just want her back.
Okay, I got you. Tell her even if she's not
someone
good looking.
insight check her who has good insight to see if she's lying about that.
So, you will love her in whatever form she is, and you hope that she will return so you can worship her like the beautiful creature that she will always be, correct?
Even if she's fat.
Shut
What
up.
if she comes?
Ugly.
What if she comes back as a joke?
What if she smells like raw?
She says, "I just want her back, okay? And I hope she comes back and she's healthy and she's happy, and tell her I'm sorry, okay?"
Sounds good. Do you have any idea where she is?
I can find her.
Alright, good year.
No, but she said she'd go and she'd I don't think she meant
Tracking
it.
down people from other planes is kind of my specialty.
Okay, fine. She said something about fucking everybody and fucking the smallest, ugliest thing she could find.
Oh shit, bro.
Just
We're in luck.
Do
I don't
we
think she
all
meant
look
it,
at
though, okay?
Gunther?
I mean, if we
Wilson,
walk in on her and then she's engaged in like a massive orgy, you want us to take pictures for you?
no, I just want her to come back and be safe.
Okay, so send us there.
Well, I can't send you there. I don't have any power like that. You guys have gone back and
wouldn't-
forth from the mortal world all this time. I figured you knew how to get back and forth.
I will use my omnipotent powers to find the nearest portal to the material plane.
Why don't you just go ask the whatever goddess, Miss Hoity-Toity girl here, goddess chick who runs everything and seems like she tells everyone what to do.
Because this dude over here you're begging for your help, begging for help from, pissed off the person in charge of this place, so we kind of got to get
Well, that's actually
out of
fine. That's
here.
fine. Mistra, Mr. Doucheface is here and wants to leave. Do you want to get rid of Mr. Doucheface, Mistra?
Mister's up.
Shouldn't have
Oh wait, what
power
was
on
he?
this one.
Mistress up on yeah. You guys are on
Is it
Elysium.
at
Mistress up.
Elysium?
On Shaky.
I'll cast summon Elistray.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, I have a bunch of naked pictures of Mistra. Don't tell Elistray because I'm gonna start looking at them, and I can't let her know.
There's a lightning bolt that slams into the ground at your feet. Dame, Doucheface, you take
Dead.
46 points of damage. And Akelia just shows up in a golden fury. And she says, "You have what?
I don't.
Hand
I
them
got this
over
scroll.
right now."
No, this is a scroll I got from Elwyn. I just read the magical words to summon you in the most maximum way.
She says, "Hand them over before I take them."
I give him the scroll that says that Elwyn wrote me that said how to summon Elistray because I don't actually have that power.
She looks at it.
Hell yeah.
It's just like I
Uh,
just read that
Akelia.
text down there.
She looks at it and she goes. She glares at you a little bit. She says, "Very clever." And the scroll just like burns into ash in her hands. And she says, If there are pictures like this, just so you know, if I find out that they exist, I personally will purge them from your memory."
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say. My name is Mr. Doucheface. Yes.
Yes, I see. Yes, you are, Mr. Doucheface. Anyway, why did you want to talk to me?
Throw us to the material plane, please, so we can be out of your hair.
Yeah,
The
point
speed
at
at which douche face impacts into the surface of the material plane is irrelevant. We just need to be down there.
She says,
just give it a breakdown.
Understood. Now you do know that it will be up to you to find your way back if you ever choose to come back.
I think I can figure that one out.
Very well.
Also, I point at this smoldering burn on my back from like a lightning bolt that randomly hit me.
I was like,
You
you
deserve
want to
it.
take care of that too? Be really cool.
I'll put that on my list,
Us-
she says. And
How much damage did you take?
46.
she looks at Wilton and she says, "And do take care of him, right? He's chosen you and you are responsible for him. Because of that, I'll send you to where you wish to go, for the sake of the child." And Wilton says, "They want to see little guys. Ugly ones." "I see. Very well." She snaps her fingers, and you guys vanish in a blaze of light. Alright.
As we head down to the mortal plane, I will mention to people, we can do this. We've been in the mortal plane before. Mr. Doucheface can pluck pies again, or sausages. It's up to him.
There's
But
another
we can do
12.
this.
Douche face.
And I give people an inspiring speech of, yeah, we can do the base normal thing that people normally can do.
I already healed him.
I'm giving temp hit points.
Oh, it's 10 hit point. Oh, okay.
Okay, you guys arrive. It's the middle of the day when you get there, and you see yourself in a craggy, rock-strewn land. And let's see here. And you see a craggy rock-strewn land. You hear some commotion. You hear things around you. It's just on the other side of like around the curve. You're near a road, and around the bend, There's commotion and sound. You gather that you're fairly near a populated area.
Oh,
What do you
sweet.
choose to do?
Guess what you wouldn't do in the most cool way.
Words that the sound of people.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
You
Really, so we
guys.
can dawdle for a bit.
You head along the road, and it takes you a little while walking around. The mortal world, it's less vibrant than Elysium is, and you guys have come and gone back and forth several times, so it's always a little jarring to you. It's a little, it seems like things are just less real down here. Just less vivid would be a better way of putting it. Down here on the mortal world, and especially in this place where most of the terrain around you is rocks and dust, and that there's not much plant life. It's just a little drab. All right. You continue to. You continue walking around, and you see a township in front of you, and it looks like it's a fairly decent sized not not city, but something it's like a large town. The first thing you notice are the walls. The walls are immaculate. They are tall. They are menacing. They are built solid of stone. You can tell dwarven craftsmanship when you see it. You guys move closer to town, and you see dwarves along the road. It doesn't look like there's normal commerce. Like you don't see wagons and carts going back and forth carrying goods. You do see bands of armed dwarves, though, moving together. You know, just little packs of them, maybe a dozen or so in each group. One of them spots you, and they break off from their current destination, and they start moving towards you guys. Right
I
now,
wave
they're
with both hands and message them, "Hello, fine folk."
okay. As they approach, this is the guy that you see in front. Yes. Hello there. What brings you to Cragland?
We are looking for a jaded ex-girlfriend to see if she wants to come back to her former lover, and have brought a gift for her.
That sounds fucking stupid.
It really is, but we're getting paid.
Right. Well, you come to Cragland, and there's only but hardness here. Unless you're willing to fight and scrape for survival, you should go back to your Nancy-pancy little Memby baby place.
What about pacifism? Like, is that a thing here?
Pacifism? What's this pacifism? Is it a food? Is it a...
Oh my god. What do people do when they want to have a wash? Like, where's the nearest body of water?
What? A
Do
wash?
you all have a river?
What's that?
Where do the fish live?
Fish? There's no fish around here. We eat grubs and roots that grow on the ground and bark
Let's
from
try a different
trees.
Angle. Okay, pop quiz. If you had to find the ugliest, tiniest dwarf that you've ever seen in your life, who would it be?
He says, well, I don't know about ugly. He says, because me here, I've always been a strapping man. All the lady dwarves come after me. But if you're looking for an ugly one, head into town. There's lots of ugly creatures in there.
Where would the ugliest reside, you think? Would it be a specific tavern?
mean like you? Smooth of skin, long, pale, without any complexion,
Angela,
long
where would the
hair.
prettiest dwarf you've ever seen, most handsome, oh, no, prettiest, yeah. Where would the prettiest female dwarf be?
Like I said, he says, like this one here. He points over at a dwarf next to him. That's a female. She's the prettiest I've seen. Full beard, just as worn and as gnarly as he is. But
Yeah,
if you're looking for ugly ones, you go to town. There's some smooth skins there like you, tall, barely able to hold themselves in a fight.
I'll sidle over to the female dwarf and be like, "Hun, do you think you're the prettiest dwarf that ever was, or do you have someone else in mind for the title?"
Um, hold on,
I
don't
think
know
we
if I
need
have
to
a
go see the ugliest dwarf.
picture. Here's the dwarf. No, that's not a good picture. um,
I'm just saying. I mean, like she might have taken it literally in. So I'm just covering both ends.
here.
Just as a reminder, I can literally find this chick whenever you want.
Well, do that if you can. Yes.
Okay.
Here, I found the dwarf.
That's why I asked for the scales.
I'm still double checking with the female dwarf.
She says, "Why, I'm the prettiest of them all."
That
Well,
you
where's your
did.
beard?
That.
I lost it in a fight with an ogre.
Classic story. That's the first time Mr. Deuceface heard a story like that.
She sounds like just the woman for you, doucheface.
The main dwarf says, "Right, here, make sure when you're around here, you don't fuck with any of our things." He says, "We dwarves like," and he points to the walls. Our walls to be the way that we put them, and all these, and he points down to like the rocks and the stones and boulders around there. All of our hard balls, we like them where they are. Don't be fucking with them.
Yeah, but we never mess with your hard balls.
A bowl
Right.
of safe from us, definitely. Well, I didn't mind Mr. Doucheface. He might be interested in sausages at least. Okay. Sounds good. To the wall.
The female dwarf says, "If you're looking for ugly ones, go to the inn. The inn/tavern in town. You'll find it."
Thank you, my dear.
Wait, that's a deer. I thought I was hallucinating, having a nightmare.
Wilton whispers in your ear, she says, "I would not like to pluck that pie."
Well, you might have to take one for the team, bro.
He says,
I think
"Well,
that thing would pluck your pie, little one.
You don't have a choice.
Okay, so with that, this band, you can see they're all heavily armed, and they're all battle scarred. You could tell that these packs of dwarves roaming all over the area are on the lookout, as if they expect an attack at any moment.
Oh, I was going to bandage up Mr. Doucheface, but it sounds like his battle scars and bleeding will actually be of benefit to us. Okay, let's leave him be.
Okay. All right. You guys go into the town.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You head on
Do you
in.
want me to find her before we go to town?
What?
I said,
Couldn't
do
hear
you
you.
want me to find her before we... Do you want me to find her before we go into town?
We said that 10 minutes ago while I was talking to the lovely, pretty dwarf.
That was like 30 seconds ago.
No, I'm talking about in game time. We've been walking for a while now.
Are you gonna do it, Brawl? Are you gonna do something?
Yeah, sure. I'll pull out my crystal ball and I'll scry on her. And since I have the seeds, or the scales, she has a -10 to her saving throw.
Okay, what's your DC?
It will be. Let's see. What do I have that as a DC?
Not 64.
Yeah, not 64.
Definitely not 60.
12, probably.
12 plus that. So it'd be 13.
And she has a -3, you said?
It'd be 14, and she has a -10.
-10?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
I
she
wanted
can't
a body
see.
part.
Yep, she can't succeed. All right. You see, so you scry, you close your eyes, in your stench-filled cloud. You focus and you extend your consciousness out over the dusty and rocky terrain. As you look over the plains, you see small and large hard balls all over the place. And then you go into the city itself, and you zoom in on one particular building, and now and there's a fair amount of activity inside also, and you can barely make out a few words on the front of the building as you're being pulled inside. It's the name of the tavern.
Hardballs. Oh, I just remembered why. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
As you look inside the tavern, it's all smoggy and smoke filled. But there, in the middle of, or like in the main, it's a full tavern full of all kinds of people. Actually, many non-dwarves as well. Lots of mercenary types looking people. You see a large glass box, right, with an open top. Right, so it's a big glass box filled with water, and inside you see a mermaid, swimming back and forth inside there. Okay, and then that's all that you can tell as before the spell ends.
Did she appear to be in distress or anything?
She did not. She looked like she was dancing.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
So, I found her. She's in the Ballbuster Tavern on the north side of town.
Okay,
That's
you
what
guys
I
head
said.
that way. All right.
No,
Yeah,
I
Owen,
straight
you
up
remember?
lied. I said
Okay.
she's in the Ballbuster Tavern in the north side of town.
Okay. Ellen, you remembered why they're called hardballs?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's before my time? What is it? Was it something you guys did?
Like 2 months ago. It was the Elstria changed them.
No, Mishra did.
Name.
Mishra.
Mr. Sorry, my bad.
She renamed rocks and
Oh.
boulders into hardballs.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, I should have used this picture. Okay, go on. So you guys move on.
Yeah. I go to Ballbuster, whatever.
Okay. You you head in, and you're looking around, and you see as you enter the town that all the dwarves are armed. Men and women and stuff like that. All the ones that you see in the streets, they're all armed. As you get closer to the walls, you can see places where even these pristine walls, they look like they've seen action. There's places where there's large gouges in the stone up closer. There's scratches, and it looks like places where like acid and stuff hit them. So the walls are holding really well, really well. But they've definitely seen battle. It is now, probably middle of the afternoon as you're entering the town. Dwarves are looking at you just briefly, but they don't give you mind. You can tell that they're used to seeing outsiders here. All right. You approach, and one dwarf, there seems to be a particularly formal detachment of dwarves, a particular formal troop of dwarves. They're heavily armored. They bear the crests of the royal crest on their arm pieces, on their armor. They let's see. You wouldn't know. So for you guys, it doesn't matter. There's no emeraldine or anything anywhere. You can tell that you would surmise, and what little you know of history, that dwarven culture has changed greatly in the last 30 to 40 years. Maybe 50 years. Yeah, it'd be more like 50 years. One dwarf at the lead of this particularly imposing troop stops and looks at you. She breaks away from the rest of the convoy as they continue to move on, and she looks at you all up and down, and she says, "Well now, what the fuck are you all doing here? I think I've seen you before. You have a certain scent about you."
We do? Oh, you mean Brawl? Okay.
There was a pretty maximum burn there. But for real though, he is a valued member of our party. Please don't make fun of him.
Well,
Only we get to make fun of him.
he won't be good for any stealth. Could smell that fucker a mile away.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't fucking see him. Where the fuck? I don't even know what his face looks like.
But you'll always know when he's there.
Yeah, he's like your fairy godmother. Just
Or the
always
fungus,
around
you know,
to
on the
help you
rock.
out. But like, no, smells really bad.
She says, "Hi, 'tis true." She says, "What brings you to this area? Are you mercenaries? For hire?"
We are sort of. We're doing a little bit of a favor for a girlfriend in need who is looking for her ex, who should be at the tavern with the ugliest people you've ever seen. Yes?
Right. You've been
The
talking to one
Ballbuster
of the
Tavern.
You've been talking to one of the reavers, haven't you?
Reavers?
Yes. They're the ones who are not. They're self-proclaimed warriors. They like to go out there and live off the land and fight the Darklings on their own, without any official help from troops or from the crown.
Oh, okay. Okay, vigilantes. Great. Okay.
Yes. But
Freedom
truth be
fighter.
told,
They
most
just like to
dwarves
fight.
most dwarves have either joined up with the army or joined a band of reavers. Things have been pretty dire around here lately.
I see. And where did the people who do not necessarily want to take up arms go? Like they just want to patch people up, or say a prayer?
What? Like holy people?
More like people who really just want to support the cause in a non-violent fashion.
He's asking
She
where
says,
the whorehouse is.
Just everyone in our town is armed and trained to fight. The Darklings could come up at any time, and they attack often. But that being said, there are places of healing and whoredom, if you wish. For whoring, I recommend you go to the tavern. There's quite a few there that like to put themselves on display.
Oh, and where would this tavern be? And I whispered to Mr. Doucheface and Grain, have you heard of Darklings before? What the hell?
There's only one tavern in town. It's right there. She points across the square. The Busted Tranny.
So no balls involved in this busting. Okay.
Where is
Wait,
the
no.
Ballbusters Tavern?
And Ballbuster's Tavern? She says, "Not quite sure I know what you're talking about."
Is there a tavern that is named the Ballbusters?
Yeah. There's only one tavern here in town.
Okay. So.
She-
Okay. And
Are you guys armed? You guys are all have weapons and stuff like that, right? You and armor and stuff.
Of course.
You guys are armed up.
Allegedly.
She says to you guys, well then, just stay alive. And if you see darklings, she says, I'd recommend getting help.
What the fuck's a darkling?
Just, well, they come in all sizes. We just call them darklings because we don't care to name them all. But there is creatures that come out at night time. Some large, some small, some with many limbs and attachments, some like big fucking bugs. Some have tentacles, some burn your mind out with their eyes. All kinds. We've been at war with them for what? 5 years now? They come out
Wow,
all the
how
time
many-
from these cracks and crevices in the dark.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, and if you ever need help with after we're done with what we're doing, if you're hiring help with the darklings, then I'm your man, and so is Doucheface.
Just, please,
Yep.
good to know it.
Those dastardly
Could always
things.
use a good sword. My name's Squall. Who are you?
I am Gwen One Knee.
I'm Salona.
I see.
She doesn't
Hello,
fight
huh?
though.
Deuce face of the most maximum dastardly clan.
Doucheface.
Yeah.
Doucheface. Does that mean something different in the world
I
where
don't
you in the
think
land
so.
where you come from?
I don't.
'Cause here-
I think.
Because
it
here,
means, like,
a douche.
like bringing of light and fire and thunder, or something like that. I don't really know.
Well,
I haven't looked it
Do
up.
show
If
to
I-
hear. Tell us more.
if I were you, I'd use a different name. Because here, a
Why?
douche. A douche is what a female does when her nethers are properly caked up and filled with the crud. You know, to clean out
Yeah,
the
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We call that an anus.
It's
Right? Now, if your name is Doucheface, then that would mean that you like to use your face to douche out a woman's, nethers in not the right way, in like all kinds of the wrong way.
oh,
Sounds exactly like
well,
what he's into.
might be a communication, difference there in the very maximum way, bro. Because if
It
you can
conjures
tell
the mental
you-
image of like you using your tongue and your mouth
Yeah.
to do these things, and let me tell you, that wouldn't play very well here in dwarven culture.
It won't. Okay, I won't call myself Mr. Doucheface then because I have respect for your people in the most maximum way. Or my name isn't Mr. Doucheface. I mean,
I think you should go by Mr. D Bag. I mean, Mr. D Face.
shoot, you guys. Okay, I need you guys.
What if we call you Max Dastardly
That's
while
what
we're
I'm
here?
saying. Only while we're here, because I love my mom. I've never met her, but like she gave me Doucheface as my name. But you guys might just have to call me Max Dastardly here, just because I have to blend in.
Are we able
Hey,
to call him
Max
anything other
Dastardly.
than
I
douchebag?
Max
suggest
Dastardly.
Max D because you're not actually Max Dastardly. Come on, you
I know,
douche face.
well,
You
it's my-
can't get
it's
rid
my
of
la-
that. So Max
It's my
D.
first
Max
name.
D.
Just call me by my like middle and last name.
Yeah, Max D.
Maximum D.
Dastardly.
I'm gonna
No,
call you Max
Maximum D.
Dastardly.
Thanks, guys.
Maximum D.
Yeah, Max D. Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
that's false
No,
advertising.
maximum D.
That's definitely false advertising. But I'll take it. High five, everybody. I give everybody a high five, and then before I can give Brawl a high five, I pass out because of the odor.
Squall says, well, she says, if you're looking to fight, nighttime, a couple hours after the sun has set, is when the darklings come out. That's when me and my troop will be going out on patrol.
Where do you want to meet?
He says, by the south wall, before we go.
Sounds good.
2 hours
hey,
after dark.
Hey,
Hi.
Gwen,
the greatest hero in the history of everything.
Aye?
I think he once fancied one of your people, and he's my hero. He's everybody's hero. And I just
Fancied one of our
wanted
babe?
to say,
Who?
only the best god to ever live. Elwyn, the fire god from the sky.
Oh, yeah, the false god.
He's actually a really cool guy, Fire Elven guy from the sky. He's also like in charge of thunder and like other cool
Ye-
things.
He's a pyromaniac.
You hear her laughing. She starts laughing. And she says, she says, "You'll never believe this. Most of my friends don't. But I've actually met, not Elwyn himself, but some of his friends that he travels with. They came here some years ago, probably 10 years ago, and they asked me for a bit of green stone. I gave it to them. They wanted it. But my grandmama, man, she doesn't quite take kindly to people mentioning that name. So, I wouldn't go about speaking of it very loudly."
Oh, so she
Oh,
does
yeah.
see his dark side, yes.
That's true. We probably
Wait,
shouldn't
hold
do
on.
that.
What are those people's names that came to?
She
looking
says,
for the greenstone.
"Oh, you know, the ones of legend. The ones that crashed the earth and dropped the dragon out of the sky. She says, the
Oh,
ones
the
that...
one who destroyed the land. Oh, yeah, her.
Aye,
You mean Deimos?
aye. Deimos and Adis the Dark. Renly,
Renly
she...
the Destroyer? Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Why am I Adis? What? Why is he Adis the Dark?
I mean, it's
Renly-
Elwyn talks shit about him.
Renly the Chromatic Destroyer. And Deimos. He who takes it up the ass.
Whoa. Man, Deimos gets the shoulder and stick all the time.
Oh.
Poor Deimos. I mean,
And what's your grandmother's name?
Oh, you know her. Everyone around here knows of her. High Queen Eloise.
Wait, why is she mad at Elwyn?
Oh, you know, because years ago he left her, just on her throne and never came back.
I heard they had a conversation and made up.
She starts laughing. And he believed her? You really think he
And
believed
she
her
kept his
when
ring of teleportation?
when she says yes, go, I'll be fine without you. You don't need to come back to me. And he believed her.
Wow.
Stupid
what,
man. It's called a
Yeah.
test.
It is. I hear he's with a goddess now, so
actually, I know for a fact the most dastardly way he is definitely with the goddess now.
oh, I think
Mhm.
Eloise knows her too. Acalia?
Or
Huh.
Deimos. I can't tell because he's always in Deimos' pants.
Y'all trying to get us murdered in the middle of this town?
I mean, I'm just saying that Elwyn's dick has been very close to Deimos' arse.
All right, we can
But
Where
yes.
it belongs.
yeah,
Disappear.
Like
mean,
bros. No
we're
homo.
bros. I mean, I
I
didn't
feel like
really
that's
get it
his first
when I
relationship.
met them.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit weird, honestly, at first when I saw him doing it. But once
Wait,
they
I'm not
explained
Owen.
it, I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Of course it does.
Hey, Midas.
Hmm?
I wanna, as an
First.
action while we're having this conversation, I wanna use, since
you
she
go,
was
West.
talking about the darklings and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to activate my planar ability, detect portal, and see if there are any planar portals within a mile of this city.
You detect the remnants of the ones that of the passageway that you came through, but it's closed. So just remnants. There are no portals. Okay. Right. Anyway, Squall says, "Anyway, I'm off. I've got troops to whip into shape.
We'll see you at night.
Aye, if you have the
You
balls."
seen a fish? I tried to use some magic to find her, but the place it said she was apparently is not in this town. Is there a fish in this town?
A fish is in water. It has gills, like little slits on the sides of their neck, and this would be a sort of fish person kind of creature. So
Like a mermaid?
yeah,
It has a weird pie.
What? Just She says, "You mean the whore? She works in the tavern."
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. Okay, we know where we're going.
Mr. Doucheface
She
wanted to hire
dances.
her.
She dances to entertain the mercenaries.
You get a lot of action.
Well, she's kind of pricey, but occasionally a dwarf or a mercenary will spend his entire earnings on her. Some would call her rather comely.
Do they say that's money well spent?
Afterwards, they don't really say much for a while. They really have just a rather stupid grin on their face. And then
That is a yes.
I only know two who've lain with her, and they were so knocked senseless that later that day, they both died to darklings. Couldn't hold their own in battle.
Okay. Well, at least they
Thing is,
died happy.
There's a recovery period for this. Okay.
Anyway,
Oh,
I'm
she
off.
better not be Elwyn's secretary.
It definitely is.
So-
Onward.
Squall heads off. Okay, so you guys see the inn in front of you, or across the square.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Look for this whorefish.
Okay, you guys enter and you hear the sound of music and fires going on. Even though it's the middle of the day, you can tell this is their recreation time, because at night is when everyone goes out to fight. So the middle of the day for this town is when they do all their carousing. All right. This is the Busty Tranny Inn. There's mercenaries of all races and kinds all over the place. There's food, there's fire, there's drink, there's music, there's dancers and ladies consorts just kind of like walking around, cozying up to mercenaries, trying to talk them out of their coin. And there is a large glass aquarium on the other side of the room. But there's currently with like some plant life and stuff inside it. But there's currently nothing inside the aquarium. There's no person inside the aquarium.
I'm gonna ask around. Where's the fish?
All right. So you look around and you see there's a guy who looks like he's in charge. There's a waitress type lady or a barmaid walking around. Who do you ask?
The guy that lived. No, that's the barmaid. With a smiling wink.
All right. So this lady, she looks tall for a dwarf, but short for a human. All right. You gather she's actually probably half, like a half dwarf, half human. Right. But she's walking around carrying like a whole tray full with mugs of ale. Right. She's walking around hurriedly. She doesn't look angry or anything like that. She's just concentrated and she's enjoying what she's doing, but she's definitely got a lot of work. And as you approach her, she kind of squeals a little bit and has to hold on, and she trips and she's almost about to tip over her whole tray of ale.
I'll help her make sure she doesn't like drop it and stuff.
Okay, roll me a dexterity check or a sleight of hand check, whichever one you'd rather roll.
Well, I suck at both, so let's see.
Okay, all right. All right. So you managed to get your hand on the tray, but it's still falling. And then in front of you, Brawl steps out in a cloud of nasty fumes and grabs the other end of the tray just with a like a couple fingers and balances it up until she gets her hand underneath it.
I
And she
smile
says,
at her and I say, "I apologize, my lady. The smell must have made me clumsy."
She looks up at you. She's about 5 foot tall, so she's kind of short for a human, but like I said, taller end for a dwarf female. She looks up at you, and she smiles, and a little bit of flush comes to her cheeks, and she says, "Why, if you aren't just the kindest gentleman, just I thank you." And she's tidying up. She pulls out a rag, and she's mopping up some of the ale that's spilt around.
I'll help her clean, and while we're cleaning up, I'm going to say, "Well, you have the prettiest smile I've seen all since I've been in town."
she blushes a little bit, and she says to me, "You were just saying that. I know your type, mercenaries. You just come to the inn, and you just want a woman to carouse with. Well, there's plenty of girls here who'd be happy to take your coin and do whatever you want. Me, I'm just here to earn an honest wage."
Actually, it's true.
You're-
He's not actually laid with anyone in the agent. He's really out of it.
Thank you, Zelona.
She goes, "Oh,
You mistake me. I'm not one of those mercenaries that lace with just anyone. But I meant what I said about the smile. But we do come here looking for someone that does not belong here, and where
Her
the
name-
lands
yeah.
that she is from, her family's looking for her. I know who you. I know that you know who I'm talking about.
She says, "Are you talking about the fish lady?"
Yes, I am. See? Pretty smile and a wonderful mind. You got the looks and the brains. You are a catch.
She blushes again, and she says, "Well, I'll be." It takes her a second to gather herself, and she says, "If you're talking about the fish lady, her name's Ari, and she does work here. She dances over there inside that there fish bowl," and she points over to the big one, to the aquarium on the other side of the room. She's out taking a break right now, but," she looks around, "things haven't gotten quite crazy yet. But when she dances, let me tell you, it's something else. And it's kind of a pain for me, because some of these here mercenaries, especially ones like you, who haven't had a woman in a long time, they try to get a little feisty. And Lizzie here, that's me, my name's Lizzie, I have to clean up the mess afterwards, and you wouldn't believe all the things I've had to scrub off the outside of that there glass bowl."
You know what would help with that? A little bit of acid, if for things that tend to rub against it. It would definitely help keep things away.
Yeah, as you can see, Zelona's an expert in wiping off gooey things that come
It's true.
from men that haven't laid with things in a while.
It's true.
You made
She's
no
very good with
sense there.
bodily stuff.
Well, if you have any kind of different products to use,
Midas.
I'd be happy to use it. All I have is water and a little bit of dirt.
Oh gosh.
And
that's
I have to
That's
make
terrible.
I have to make my own dirt by taking 2 hard balls outside and scraping them together into the water for a little grit to do the scrubbing.
Oh dear, no.
You seem like you're
It's
down on your
Midas.
luck, and you need money. You deserve something like most maximally better than this.
No, I will not suck you off. I told you,
No.
there are girls here
No,
plenty who
what?
would take...
I'm already
What?
half a girl, I think. I don't know. It's too complicated of what happened.
Hey, Midas, I
Well-
want to slide a hand 5 platinum onto her tray.
Okay. Alright, so
While
roll the check.
Clinton's talking to her.
Roll the check. Yeah, easily.
Oh,
Easily.
lucky.
You place it in an inconspicuous spot, like just tucked slightly behind a mug, so she can't see it right away, but she'll find it later. Yes. All right. I'll be working here for the rest of the day, and cleaning for the rest of the night while all the mercenaries are out fighting and getting killed and also earning lots of gold. If you need anything, you just ask. My name's Lizzie.
Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Where does the fish lady take her breaks when she's not in the tank?
She likes to spend it off in the break room over there. But
All
no
right.
one's allowed back there except the girls. I wouldn't go back there because Guglug will beat you down and break your arms off.
Who's Gluglug?
Guglug, he's our bouncer. You see him over there?
Where's he at?
Off in the corner is this guy. Off in the corner.
Glug glug, there's that little
Awesome.
bitch.
I'm gonna go have a word with Gluglug.
I will
Right.
I will tell Livy the secrets of pepper water, and also offer her my one soap, and explain that yes, you put a lot of pepper in the water, you spray it on the lovely little fishbowl, and as soon as people start rubbing against it, there will be a lovely reaction that'll involve no gunk to clean up after.
Wait, really? Why did I
Really?
never think of this before? Tell me more
Oh,
about this.
Yeah.
So you and she walk off. You and she walk off. It's just maybe it's just when Ari comes out next, maybe you show me how it's done, so I can learn it. Just because that'd be a big help.
You know what? Show me to the kitchen. Do you have like a bucket of water? We can get this done right now.
Right this way. So you and Lizzie go off in the corner. So you got the rest of you guys are gonna go talk to Guglug.
Yes, I am.
All right.
And Max Dastardly is too.
I'm gonna stand
And
behind him like the cool
We're
friend.
we're gonna
My
we're
arms
gonna
crossed.
smell Growl come with us.
Okay.
Come over here.
All right, so you guys-
loud.
You guys head over to Guglug. All right. And he's watching you with his one eye. Right. You come up. He's doing his job as a bouncer. He's looking imposing. You see him. He's this one. As you guys are walking up, there's another mercenary who's sitting by a side table, and a waitress, not Lizzie, walks by, and the mercenary goes over and grabs her, just squeezes her ass, and Guglug reaches out and grabs the guy's hand and says, "You paid for that." And the mercenary, he trembles a little bit, reaches with the other hand, pulls out a copper piece, a couple copper pieces, and hands it to the lady. She smiles, takes it, and Guglug releases the guy's hand. Right. You guys-
I like make a show that, well, not a show, but I like make it obvious that I saw what happened, and I'll
Mhm.
go up to Guglug, and I'll say, "Hey, any man that protects a woman is okay in my book. My name's Gwaine. What's your name there, big fella?"
My name's Guglug. And
Glug?
Guglug.
That's a good name. Very strong name.
It's short for Bartholomew. People just call me Guglug.
Wow. That's a very sophisticated name for Bartholomew. Hey,
I
Glug,
think
I'm
so.
I'm
My
looking
mama
for a friend of
named
mine.
me Bartholomew. She wanted me to go up and to become a sorcerer, study the arcane arts and whatnot. I'm currently taking night classes to be a wizard.
Yo, buddy,
Wow.
in the most
That's right.
cool way.
I shall soon, someday, be known as Bartholomew the Wise.
Have you heard about
Those. Your Lord and
What?
Savior.
Have you heard about
Who?
Elton, your Lord and Savior? Because Queen said, "Hey, look at me. Do I look like a sorcerer, or do I look like a 4% body fat lean piece of man meat, bro?"
You look like a douche face to me.
That's exactly what I was going for, and I appreciate it, bro. Because in the most maximum dastardly, I can tell you a couple things. One, is when you're strong or muscular and you have a low body fat count, you can be a sorcerer. Or as I like to call it, an eldritch knight. And I know a perfect guy who could help you out, bro. Like, I don't know if
Really?
you heard of him. He's like a god of fire and thunder.
Who are you talking of?
Let me.
It's also not a wizard.
You want magical powers, but still not lose on your gains and or cardio? Because that's where Elwyn comes in. Lean, mean, full of I don't
Magic
know the
machine.
other stuff. It's magic. It's a magic machine.
Well, you come round this town talking about Elwyn.
Yeah.
You get yourself strung up and put in the stocks in the middle of the town square.
Well, I'm gonna stop talking.
I would rather worship a deity of wizardry and intellectualism.
Like who? Name one.
Exactly.
That's what I
Alia.
thought. What's Elwyn's
Okay,
one?
Alia.
That's all you want. As I
Right.
can tell, you're only wearing pants right now, correct?
That is true.
Which is the semi-proper attire. One of the semi-proper attires. To be friends with an Elwyn.
It's backwards
So-
though. He never wears pants.
Oh, he never went. Oh shit, I fucked up. Thanks for correcting me. But in the most maximum desperate way, I think that we could work something out. I have some pretty nice connections. If you catch my drift, bud.
Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say you've perked my interest. I'd be interested in learning more about this because I am a man of knowledge.
Yes.
And then he looks over and he sees some another guy like reach over and grab like a
I'm gonna
one of the-
hold up my hand and say, "I got this one, partner." I'm gonna go.
Yeah, there's a guy. A guy reaches in a feel of one of the waitress's tits.
I'm gonna go over there and grab his hand and say, "Are you gonna pay for that?" And I'm gonna intimidate.
Okay, roll it. The guy looks at you and he cowers back a little bit and says, "Yeah, I guess I will." And he kind of pulls out a couple silver pieces and hands it to the woman.
I'm gonna turn back to Gudlug.
He's got a big smile on his face. Like, I like you. Well done.
Hey, Gudlug.
Mike and
we came here looking for a friend of ours. They said that she's a very good friend of yours too, and I was wondering if you might get her for us. We just want to speak to her. Someone back home has a message for her.
Who?
The fish lady.
Oh, you want to talk to Ari? Well,
And she can talk right in front of you can be in front of us when we talk. It's nothing, we don't need to be alone with her or anything.
She says, well, she'll be out soon.
See, but we need to talk to her before she goes to work.
Really? Well, she's in the back now, taking her break, and the mistress says that Ari and the rest of the girls, when they're having their break, should never be interrupted. So, my job is to make sure no one bothers them, because mercenaries, quite like yourself, not saying that you're one of these dirty and naughty men who like to go back there and manhandle the girls without paying. But some do.
Where's the mistress?
The mistress? What? She's over there in the back, in the kitchen.
You mind if I go speak to her?
Right, you can.
Hold on one
I'll go
second.
over.
Go speak to her. Her name is Belle.
Thank you. we'll speak later, Guglug. It was a
Hold
pleasure
on.
meeting you.
Hold on
Okay,
1 second.
Brawl, what are you doing?
Hey, Glug. You said you're going to school to be a wizard, right? And learn
Right.
magic-y things. Right?
But
I'll pull out
arcane.
Yeah, arcane stuff. Yeah. I'll pull out the crystal ball,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, "This is a very, very, very powerful magical item used by wizards sometimes that allows you to view things far away, people, places, objects.
What,
You could
really?
accommodate, yeah, and if you could accommodate us here, I might be willing to donate it to your wizardly endeavors.
Jesus. So you saying that wizards can use balls like this to speak, to peek in on anything they want?
Pretty much, yeah.
Would there be a way for me to know if a wizard was peeping in on this place?
There is, but that's not a magic the ball can teach you. But there is
Because
a
if
magic
there
spell
was-
that can allow you.
I would have to go and break their hands if they was peeping in on the girls, unless they paid.
Exactly.
Ellen could help with that.
I know what the spell is, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, so I'll tell him anyway. But there is a spell that you can use. I think it's see invisibility, allows you to see the scrying thing.
Okay.
If someone's
Well,
like
he's
scrying,
interested. He's
it's
interested. He thinks it's a fancy bauble, and he's interested in it.
All right. Well, I'll show him
Okay.
how it works.
All right. So
I'll
you
make
sit
it
there and
look
you're
at
teaching him
the
how it works.
Dwarves. I'll make it look at the dwarves that we saw earlier.
Okay. So you're showing how it works. So Gawain, you walk over to the tavern keeper,
Yes.
tavern owner. So you ask around a bit, and you're looking for Belle. You get pointed into the kitchen. You're told that Belle is the owner of this place. Okay. You ask a bit, and coming out of the kitchen, one of the barmaids goes back in and says, "Belle, there's someone here who wants to talk to you." Right. And a minute later, out comes Belle.
What the heck?
Oh, gross.
Well, hey there, baby. You asking for me?
I think you're a Drake queen. I
Yes.
make a lot of money. I'm pretty sure you did.
Wow, I wasn't expecting you, but okay.
Not
you know,
many
just-
are.
I'm gonna be straight with you. We were sent.
No.
by-
Please don't. And she reaches up and she runs a finger on your chest. I'm not interested in straight.
Hey, RuPaul, what's up?
Max.
Yes. So, Gawain, roll him.
I mean, don't keep your hands off of him. He's a holy guy.
Oh, holy man. Well, I do like me a bit of forbidden fruit.
Well, these are some really nice, like, kids and stuff. So, I don't want him to get distracted, in the most maximum dastardly way. But if you want something real tough, something you probably can't handle, something you probably can't even breathe in, something you can barely even see but you want to challenge, it's called a brawl.
In your ear, you feel Wilton poking your back really fast. He's like hanging on your back. He's poking you really quickly. He goes, douche face, alert, red alert.
I know. I'm trying to get out of here, bro.
Red alert! That one has no pie.
I'm well, thanks, bud. We're gonna get out of here.
Red
We're gonna
alert!
get out of here alive. Just play it cool for a
Okay,
second.
okay, just so you know,
Can't let 'em-
okay?
They can't see us sweating. We're profusely sweating and we're not even afraid. We're definitely afraid.
Anyway, so Belle says to you,
Doesn't have a pie.
anyway, welcome to my tavern. This is the Buster Tranny. I founded it myself. Any pleasures or entertainments I can interest you young strapping men in?
Yes, we'd like to see Ellie, or whatever her name is, immediately.
Ari.
Ari.
Oh. Well, she's about to go up on stage. She's next.
Well, we need to see her before she goes up on stage.
Before,
Please.
if you're asking me to postpone her dance, the rest of the people here, the men, look at all the men around the room. They won't be happy.
Those aren't even like real guys, bro. Those are guys who treat women like we're not the same as them. And I don't respect that.
She says, but if you make it worth my while, I might be able to change the schedule around and keep them entertained in other ways.
Done. Brawl, get in here. He's our number one guy.
What is a brawl? Oh yeah, he Brawl's over talking to Guglug.
You know that stench cloud over there that point through the window? You can't see him, which makes it more mysterious in the most dastardly way. No one has ever been able to claim Brawl because Brawl is, I don't know what he is, honestly. I pass out when I get within like 2 feet of him. But, I mean, if you're up for the challenge in the most maximum way, unless you're too afraid.
Belle is afraid of nothing. Not no man, not no beast. Anyway, I'll go and talk to this guy, this friend of yours, and see if he would be willing to entertain the men while you go and talk to Ari. Here.
This does like a great way to keep your business.
She reaches down and she pulls out of her her blouse chest area like a handkerchief. It's got an embroidered letter on it, and she hands it to you. And she says, "Show this to the man who's holding the door. He'll make sure you get in and can talk to Ari. Now, be warned. You can look, you can talk, you can't touch."
You got it, sir. And I'm gonna head out the door.
Okay. All right, you guys head out of the kitchen and you head back into the main tavern area. All right. So Brawl, you've done your best here. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check to see how well you can teach Guglug to use this scrying orb. Okay, so you're doing a great job teaching. All right, a great job teaching. Guglug is going to roll an intelligence check to see how well he does learning your lesson. All right, so he's having a hard time. Guglug is having a hard time learning it. You're gathering he's not very smart. He wants to be a wizard, but he's not. He doesn't process things very quickly.
He just needs to learn the haste spell. That's all. He'll be good.
Okay, so you guys are done. So all who's going to the doorway to talk to Ari? Who's going into the back room?
I'll go.
I'll follow.
All right.
Yeah, it's both of us.
Zalona, are you going or are you staying out here?
Oh, I'm in the kitchen, right? I'm like working on my lye caustic acid.
Yeah, you could.
Spray for the fishbowl.
I'll say that you and Lizzie have worked it all out. So you guys she's good. She's ready to go. So you can go with them if you want.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
we
will
don't
let
tell
her
her.
know so that she can use this in spray bottles. If you have any feisty people who are very, very aggressive in the way that they're smashing furniture, just spray this in their eyes and it's pepper water.
She smiles. She says, "That is just the finest thing. Wow, I can't wait to use this. Thank you so much, Zalona."
You're welcome. Yeah, just keep it on your hip whenever you need it. Just spray, spray, spiff, spiff. All good.
I'll keep it right here. And she pats it. She hooks it onto her apron. It says, "Anyway, I got some drinks to go out and serve. I'll see you in a bit." All right. So you guys, so three of you head over to the back room. There is a guy at the doorway. He lets you in, and as you show him the handkerchief, you guys go into the back room, and it's a kind of like a cozy parlor area, right? All around the room, there's like cushions and pillows and mirrors and costumes, and it's like a changing room, right? There are a handful of girls back there. Let's say there's 5 of them. Okay. They all look at you. You hear a couple of them squeal a little bit as they 2 of them squeal as they cover themselves up with a robe. They're in the middle of changing. One of them is actually just full on topless. She doesn't care. She's just continuing to do her makeup. And off in the back of the room, you see reclined on a cushion. All right. You see a red-headed mermaid. What do you guys do?
Let's go get her.
Okay. All right. The other girls, they look at you. A couple of them clear out of the room. One of them just stays off in the corner. This mermaid is lying there. She's got gold, like glitter and stuff all over her torso, but also her fish scales. She's wearing one of her show costumes, and she looks up at you and she says, as she's reclining on this big green pillow, she says, "It's very odd for Belle to let someone into the back room." She says,
Yeah,
"You must have paid a lot. A whole lot."
we didn't pay shit,
Nah, it's not worth it.
but
"Didn't pay?" She says, "You're not trying to get something here for free, are you?"
of course not.
"Well, then
It's
what
just
do
the
you
fat
want?"
talk she's trying to get.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like she's fat at all.
Are you fat? I can't tell. I don't know your species very
You see her face just like scrunches up a little bit, and she says, and she's getting angry. She says, "You get the fuck out of my dressing room right now. Right now,
Okay,
I don't
I'm
need
gonna
you
go
coming back
turn
here
around.
and calling me all sorts of names, you son of a bitch, piece of shit, douche
I'm gonna
face."
say, hold on, no.
well. How'd you know my name?
Wait, you.
How'd you know
How
my
did you
name?
know? How did you know his name?
How'd you
But
know?
you-
Do you know who I am?
But you are misunderstanding what we're trying to say. We were sent by the stuck-up fish queen, and she said that you were her lover and that she misses you. But she said you were fat, and I don't see any ounce of fat on you. So we just want to make sure we're just talking to the right person.
She turns her head
I
away
think
and
you're
she-
gorgeous.
she looks around. She says, "Was it Delvinia? Did she send you?"
Yep.
Just
She wants you
bitch.
back.
Just. She says, "Well, tell her I'm not going back. She called me fat too many times, and yes, I may have a few extra ounces around my scales here, but you know what? I'm happy, and the people here, they like me a whole lot, and they give me lots of things." And she points at her her little string bikini top. She says, "They gave me lots of shiny things I can put all over my outfits, and lots of sparkly things, and I like them a lot. And yeah."
Look, cut it out. We both know that this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. Go back. She wants you back. and she takes back everything that she said to you, and she says she'll never say that again, and she wants you just the way you are, and she wants you back. She says she'll do anything. She'll give you anything. She sent
Bullshit.
us
She
to
didn't
get
say
you.
that. Bullshit. Make a persuasion
Yeah,
check.
she did. And I pull out my book and I'm like, she said, I like her rounder and I miss her and need her back. And to be quite honest, I think she's in denial because I think she actually really likes the little extra ounces. I think that's a thing for her. And she was just in denial.
She says, "How did she look? Was she
So
was she
traumatized.
sad?
Yeah. She was so
Like
desperate she
agony?
was going to give us some really interesting stuff as payment, but she did bring this for you because she knows you like it. And I pull out the rings.
She holds them and she says, "She always wore these. She really said she was sorry."
Oh, she was desperate, yeah.
She said she didn't even care how you looked in the most maximum way.
She didn't care how I looked. She didn't care who I've been fucking. I've been fucking
Oh,
lots
she
of
cared
people
who
for
you
money.
fucking. She cared who you
I don't know
fucking.
about that part, but I heard the looks part.
Well, truth be told, it's kind of hard to do the fucking. My parts aren't really compatible with the parts of the people down here. I thought it'd be different. It's not really different.
So, asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Where's your pie?
I pull up my pie searcher, and I point it around in areas until it gets.
So you're
higher.
holding up Wilton?
Yeah.
It's
Holden
like-
Wilson.
She says, "That'll cost you money. You got money?"
I'll give her 5 gold.
She
That's a
says, she
shitload
looks
of
around.
money.
She says,
I want
Each.
to know where her pie is.
"Each. Whoever's looking, 5 gold."
Oh,
No.
I'm gonna step out because I'm not
can't.
into this at the moment.
I'll
Uh,
give the little kid 5 of my gold, but I'm gonna walk out the room because I have a higher purpose, and this time
Okay.
I'm not gonna jizz in my pants before I have the chance to bang a mistress, and I run out of the room. Not even a single tear goes down my eyes.
Wilton hops off your shoulder, takes your gold from you, and hands it to her. Alright. Alright. So, doucheface, you're outside, and a few minutes later, Wilton comes out. He's got a perplexed look on his face. He says, "Did you know that a fish lady's pie is shaped different from other pies that I might have encountered elsewhere? It's like 3. A 3-slotted pie."
I feel like Wilton looks like he came out. He walked in there as a child. He came out like as a grizzled wizard.
Yeah,
Like he's
and he
just
shakes
been
his
like-
head. He says, I just don't see how it would work." He shakes his head, and he walks away. All right.
Triple pie.
It's like an outlet, like how like if you have if you live in Europe and there's like a 120 volt outlet and or 220 or 220, and in the US it's like a 110, right? And the ports don't coincide. It's kind of like that.
We'll just need an
Okay.
attachment.
Yeah, you need an adapter.
Adapter.
All right. Anyway, you guys, then after a few minutes later, while you're out there, Belle has been announcing that there's going to be replacement entertainment for while you guys were talking to her. She got one of the other girls to come up and sing a little bit, and then after that, the men in the room, the mercenaries, are not very happy. They're all shouting that they want Ari. They're like, "Ari, Ari, Ari!" And then Belle steps up and says that without further ado, Ari is going to take the stage. Ari wants to do one last dance for the mortals before she agrees to go back with you guys. She jumps into the water pit. She can What happens is Guglug goes back and he picks her up and he brings her out and he puts her inside the aquarium. And inside the aquarium, she sparkles and shines even more than she did when in the back room. There's some people around the room that put out some candles and they change the lighting a little bit so it focuses on the aquarium. And as the light shines, she scintillates. And for the next 7 or 8 minutes, she puts on a real spectacle of a show. As she dances and the music is plays, and she slowly loses a few of her baubles and beads along the way, in a climactic kind of like very very erotic dance. And all around you, men and mercenaries are like they're all really frothing at the mouth. The normal two-legged women around the area are a little bit. They're used to it by now, but they're still all a little bit jealous because Ari has their full attention. There are a couple of mercenaries who go up and try to touch the glass. As they do, though, Zelona, your pepper water gets on their hands, and they start like rubbing and scratching and trying to and they begin to howl with discomfort. But over the loudness of the music and over the shouts and whistles from men in the crowd, they don't really gain much attention.
It just adds to the ambience. It's fine.
Lizzie, you see Lizzie off in the corner just with a big smile on her face as she's serving drinks. She looks at you, Zelona, she winks and she gives you a thumbs up.
I give a thumbs up back. I'm like, yeah, baby, we got this.
Off in the other corner, Guglug is there holding up his orb of scrying, and he's trying to figure out. He's looking through it, like trying to. He's holding it to his one good eye and trying to look through it like it's a telescope or something. And he's not sure how it's working. All right. You guys want to do anything while Ari's doing her dance?
No.
All right. The music finishes, and you guys are all pretty well. So go off, all of you, and roll me wisdom checks.
I wasn't even looking.
Oh, I will do one thing before the
Okay.
end of the wonderful show, and that is I will yell out and climb onto a table and yell out, Ari, the magnificent Ari, show your appreciation, boys. With gold. Throw them apples. The gold, I mean. And I'll just try to inspire people into donating some of their wealth.
Okay, a couple things happen. First of all, Gawain, you appreciate the show. It's quite you really appreciate the skill and the dexterity and the grace that she has. But having seen her pie, you're not quite drawn into it. Brawl and Doucheface, you are locked into the show. Doucheface, as much as you'd like to try to turn away and you run thoughts of Mistra in your head, you do catch yourself looking over and sneaking peeks at her.
No, you can't. Get behind me.
Zelona, you're up there shouting on the table, and you see someone walk up to you, and you hear a voice say, "Hey, you look pretty good up there. Would you like a job?"
Why, thank you. But,
Hold on. Just shake your hips a little bit. Just sway them back and forth for me, just a
I
bit.
punch him in the face.
Huh?
All right.
I shake my hips. I'm like, what?
Solana, tell him to stop fucking bashing his face into this table.
Gugla comes walking up and says, "Hey, you lay the hands off the boss unless you pay the right money." Belle picks her head up,
He
and there's
likes it.
blood rolling coming from her lip. She goes, "Guglug, honey, I'll handle this one."
Ah, shit.
All right.
Oh,
and
fuck.
and Belle full on rolls up her sleeves, right, and comes in and tackles you. All right.
Well, I died. a
Doucheface.
good death.
Roll initiative.
I'm dead, guys. It looks like
did-
another one of my characters
Oh.
is gonna bite the dust.
All right, you're going first. You're going first. All right, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Does Bell say, "You're about to get canceled"?
Bell's tacking. He's like, I'm gonna break off your twig and berries and use them and put them in my cereal tomorrow morning.
If my name isn't Adis, last name Adis' mother, I don't know what you would.
And I dastardly step away. All right, so I will misty step away, and you just hear Max Dastardly just scream at the top of his lungs, sprinting out the door.
Bell's like, you get back here, you little bitch! I'll finish you!
This bitch ain't
and
got no
Bell
stitches.
starts running out the door, just charging out the door after you. Okay.
I've never seen
Um,
Maximum D so so fast.
I forgot. I wasn't playing
next to you.
Tables for a quarter of a second.
Zalona, Wilton is next to you, and you feel him tug on your pants a little bit, and he says, "I would have run too. That one, we don't want any part of that one."
Oh, don't be biased. I'm sure Belle would be fabulous. You just need to try.
No, she has no pie.
It does not matter.
What? But
Really?
but if there's no pie, how are
There
how are
other
you supposed
ways
to
of
pluck
doing
it?
things. That's
How are you
what's
supposed to
what's
pluck it?
interesting. That's the best part. You should definitely try it.
Wilton is having like a crisis right now, an intellectual crisis, as he scratches his head
So-
and he walks away, trying to figure out what you mean.
Ask for some
Okay.
quality time together in private.
Oh, I'm gonna go up to Wilton and say, "Don't listen to Salona. She's a cock blocker.
I'm a cock
Jeez.
enabler right now.
She's blocked the cock many times for
I,
many
I,
people.
what do you mean
She's-
you with Lizzie
she's,
and
uh,
She
Daniel
wants-
before?
She's a chronic blocker.
She, are
I'm
you
sorry
telling
for
me
that.
Are you telling me she's a pie plucking preventer?
Yes, pie plucking preventer.
Oh,
She has
that's
something
evil.
against the pie. Yes,
Evil.
very evil.
Although Zelona did,
That's why-
Zelona did do the, she did conquer the Amazonians in that one ritual.
Yeah.
And I
Isn't
wish
she
that
plucking
Zelona's
her
not-
pies? She's only trying to get pies for herself, but no one else.
Oh.
She's a pie thief.
Am I hearing this?
she's a pie plucking purloiner. That's even worse.
Hmm. She has the one pie to rule all their
I
pies.
hear
Zelona, yes, you do
this.
hear it. Yes, you do.
This up in an FU, and I'm going to Lizzie, and I'm going to suggest we get drinks together.
I
Lizzie.
point and I say, "You see, preventing
Going
the
for
pie
that pie.
plucking."
All right. I'm gonna head out.
Liz, yeah, we
I
could
gotta
be
go
good.
to work in like 15 minutes. But I should be here next week. But really at April, like whatever, not April, but in what 2 weeks, whatever it is, fuck it is, March 30th. I'll be done with all my crazy stupid shit. So
Okay.
I'll be back on.
All right, I'm gonna be in California next week. I'm gonna bring my I'm gonna try to bring my laptop and have it set up.
Okay.
The connection info might be different, so I'll see how that works out.
Alright,
But I'll let you guys know.
But yep, I'll be trying to come. I'll stop being less of a like you do.
No, you're good.
Don't
You finish your thing.
worry. I mean, Maximum
Alright,
D will be in the
later.
corner rocking back and forth.
All right. All right. So you and Lizzie, Zelena, you and Lizzie go off to get some drinks. She's quite happy to hang out with you. Belle walks back into the tavern. Her shoes are a bit scuffed. She got her elbow is bloody. Her face is bloody a little bit. She says, "I couldn't find him. That little bitch was fast." And walks back in and in a huff and goes back into the kitchen. Guglug is still there looking through the orb, trying to pointing it at different things, trying to see if he could figure anything out, he'll take it, he'll shake it a little bit, he'll bang it on some rocks, on some wood on a table, and put it back up to his eye to see. Like, he says, "I can't see nothing new." He says, "I'm trying to see my mother. I'm looking, I can't see anything." All right.
I'll tell him, because you gotta
and
attune to it first, my dude. You can't just bang it on shit.
oh, right, I'll attune to it then. He scratches his head a little
Then
bit.
you can use it.
Right. How does one attune to this?
Sit down and I will explain it to you.
You see him trying to eat it. When Ari comes out. Ari comes out. She's got her travel clothes on. She has a full robe and like, you know, just like a cloak and all that stuff. And she has to pull herself along the ground. And she uses her fins to like push. So she kind of like caterpillar walks, or does the caterpillar on the ground to get to where she wants to go. You know, she's not very good at. I mean, she's as good as she could be, but you can tell she's not designed to be out here on the land, right?
I'll summon Adis.
Okay.
I will disappear out of here because of shit show we're about to have. I'm gone. Disappeared.
And I'll say, you may use my noble steed to get around. Please.
She looks at Adis and she starts laughing. She starts laughing, and she slides up onto him and rides him side saddle. She says, "Thank you. This will be not bad." Around the room, since she's wearing her travel clothes, a lot of people don't actually, and she has her hair all covered up in like a travel hat. Not many people recognize her. You know, so she says, "I'll miss this place." And she looks at Lizzie and she says, "Lizzie, darling, it's been real. Thanks for the time here. Sorry for all the messes I caused. Please take care of it. Take care of everyone. Take care of the rest of the girls." Lizzie smiles and she says, "You will come back and visit, right?" Ari says, "Maybe someday. I come from a place far away, and it'll take a lot to get back here. But I'll try. Maybe you can come visit sometime, though." Lizzie smiles. She says, "I'd like that." And she looks at you, Zelona, and she says, "You, though, are you leaving anytime soon?"
I feel like we might be helping with some walks, so we might be here for a bit at the moment, like an evening or so.
Well, if you have some time, or find yourself without anything to do, I'll get off my shift," she says, "in 2 hours."
She'll be
Great
there
to know.
waiting for you.
Okay. All right. So you guys have Ari with you. You got unless there's anyone else you want to talk to. Zelona, you and Lizzie have a date for later, and the night guard is going to go out soon. Right now the sun is setting, so the sun is set about an hour ago, so it's about an hour until the night guard is going out. Anything else you guys want to do?
Not that I can do.
Okay.
I'm
Is
I
Ari-
thinking.
probably don't want to go. I probably don't
Ari's
want to go
gonna-
fight this.
Ari's gonna stay here until we're ready to leave, right? She's not gonna be following us around.
If that's what you want.
She's on your pet.
She has she says, "I can wait in my she has like a an apartment. I can wait in my apartment until you guys are ready to go. I'm done working for the night."
Okay. I'm gonna go to Guglug. and I'm gonna say, hey,
Hello?
how would you like to earn 10 gold?
Huh. How would I like to earn 10 gold? Well, I'll tell you. I'd like it like this. And he puts on a big crooked smile.
I give him 10 gold and tell him, you keep an eye on Ari, just like you protect her here.
Yup.
You protect her at her home, at her apartment. Nobody touches her though, even if they want to pay. No one,
Even if they pay. Got it.
even if they pay.
I'll take the gold and then break their fingers.
Yes, and the gold you can keep.
He puts on another big crooked smile. So he and Ari and Adis go off, and he brings her back to her apartment. Escorts her back to her apartment.
Oh, except for Adis. Adis is okay.
You see him bending down, ready to break Adis's paws. He's like, "Oh, all right." Okay, so they go back to their apartment. You guys have a couple more things to work on. We'll finish that next week as you guys go on the hunt to find the darklings, and Zelona has a date.
What? Why are we hunting darklings? Just for fun? To see what they are? Or what? Was there something more to it that I missed?
My plan is that's how we'll get an audience with Eloise, and then we'll get Eloise to contact Elwyn or one of the other people to contact Achillea to send us back.
Ah, gotcha. All right.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check to see whether I want to actually go on this patrol or if I want to spend time with Lizzie, because I feel like Lizzie's more important than speaking to a random queen about a guy I can't stand, because Pyromaniac, not so much.
Well, we don't want you to come anyway. You don't do anything anyways.
I'll come. I feel like I need to give you moral support. Okay.
Since we're opposed in this decision, I would use my lucky to make you re-roll that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
That's
I'm
better.
staying with Lizzie.
All right. Zelona has a date with Lizzie. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's what you guys are doing. Yeah, I'll be in touch with you guys about next week. But plan on playing next week. Okay.
It
Alright.
did become.
I can't hear you. You broke up.
I'm getting better internet.
Oh, you getting new internet? Good. All right. Awesome.
Yeah. Next month, the company that operates in Texas is putting a fiber optic line out by our house. We don't even have to
Nice.
pay for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you guys later. Thanks for playing.
Have a good night.
If you know, let us know.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.